Erik Ten Hag dragged Bruno Fernandes away from his live TV interview, just as his skipper was being grilled about his Manchester United future. Fernandes, 29, spoke to Sky Sports on the Old Trafford pitch after leading his side to a dramatic 3-2 win over Newcastle.
Sun Sport revealed this week that the Portuguese playmaker is ready to make the FA Cup final his United swansong. He is considering quitting the club in the summer after 4.5 years at the Theatre of Dreams.
Sky's Patrick Davison asked Fernandes about his United future, but he remained coy with his answer. The midfielder, who could be reunited with international pal Cristiano Ronaldo at Al Nassr, said, "I will be here as long as the club wants me to be a part of the future."
Read more on FOOTBALLREECE. Frightening. Reece James follows in sister Lauren's WC shame as H is sent off for kick. Eurovision play our bracket challenge game for free ahead of this summer's Euros. As I have always said, I don't want to be a player the club doesn't want to have. If for some reason they don't want to have me, I will go. But if they want me, I will stay.
But while Fernandes was talking, in the background Ten Hag walked over waving his arm around and urging the people behind the camera to wrap up the interview immediately. The smiling Dutchman then grabbed his captain by the arm and pulled him away. Cue cheers from the crowd.
Most read in Football Premier's battle. I hated footy so much I prayed for injury, says West Ham's Antonio VAR from over. VAR could be scrapped next season with Premier League clubs to vote on Change TV. Glee. Major broadcasting change for Champions League final as new channel steps INOL in Man United. Summer transfer move for Aston Villa striker Ollie Watkins. Best free bet sign-up offers for UK bookmakers. Davison hurriedly handed over the Player of the Match trophy just in time before the Red Devils pair walked off laughing. It is unclear if the timing of the interruption was purely coincidental, as it is unlikely Ten Hag could hear what Fernandes was talking about and therefore would not be trying to silence him.
Man United legend Wayne Rooney leaves Sky Sports studio in stitches with brutal one-word response to news of VAR vote. How to watch Tyson Fury vs Alexander Usyk. Ring walk time, undercard and TV channels instead. The more plausible explanation is that the gaffer wanted Fernandes to join the rest of the squad as he addressed the Old Trafford crowd following their final home game of the season. And Ten Hag later declared just how important the Portugal star is to the team. He said, "Obviously the club wants to keep Bruno, there's no doubt about it.
He loves Manchester United, he loves to play for Manchester United. Especially with the injuries around him, he has to carry the team, he keeps a high level." Fernandes is not the only one whose future is up in the air. While Raphael Varane confirmed he is leaving on a free transfer, manager Ten Hag could also be heading out the exit door.
He, too, was quizzed on his future plans at Old Trafford but refused to be dragged into the conversation. Instead, Ten Hag wanted to keep the focus on the pitch, with tonight's victory and the end of the season.
Redmore Sun STORIESCHILDS pay little-known rules could leave parents missing out on free childcare. Blot it out. Neighbours fume over 30 feet helmet tree that blocks out light threatens homes. Goals from Kobbie Mainoo, Amad Diallo and Rasmus Højlund saw the Red Devils end their home league campaign on a high, despite Lewis Hall making it a nervy finale. United head to Brighton on the final day of the season this Sunday before taking on rivals Manchester City in a repeat of last year's FA Cup final.
Sun Sports verdict on Man United flops. Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos have a busy summer ahead to get Man Utd's squad in order for next season. Below, Sun Sport gives it verdict on how they should deal with the Red Devils' flops this summer.
Andre Onana, stay. After a dodgy start at Old Trafford, Onana has proven to be one of the more reliable members of the squad this season despite being peppered with shots constantly. Altay Bayındır, go. Reports in February suggested Bayındır was unhappy with his bit part role at Man United amid interest from Turkish giants Galatasaray.
If profit can be made on a sale, then it should be done. Tom Heaton, stay. Veteran goalkeeper Heaton, 38, is a reliable backup and is on a relatively small wage at the club. So long as he is happy, it makes sense to keep him. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, go. Wan-Bissaka, 26, has never managed to make the right back position his own.
With his contract up in 2025, it makes sense to cash in now. Diogo Dalot, stay. Dalot, 26, has been one of Man Utd's most consistent performers this season. Raphael Varane, go. If it wasn't for his injury record, there would be a strong shout to keep Varane, but costs need to be cut to allow the squad to be freshened up.
Harry Maguire, go. Maguire has showed he has the right character to be at Man United, but overall ability and desired profile are another matter, with Maguire too slow to play in a high-line defence. Lisandro Martinez, stay. Martinez, 26, is second to none in terms of build-up play.
He needs a long-term defensive partner on the right side and to cut out the injuries which have plagued him this season. Johnny Evans, go. Veteran campaigner Evans could easily be on the stay list if he was only going to be a bit part player.
But he has shown his advanced years at times this season. Victor Lindelof, go. Lindelof, 29, has been reliable if not unremarkable in his Man United career. He has 1 year left on his contract, so should be moved on if a decent transfer fee can be got for him.
Willy Kambwala, stay. He should be given the opportunity to mature for a few years behind a senior CB pairing before stepping into the first team as a starter or being moved on. Luke Shaw, go. One of the Premier League's best left-backs when fit, Shaw has been a good servant when available.
But alas, that has been his Achilles heel once again this season. Terrell Malaysia, stay. Malaysia, 24, was decent enough to earn some merit in his first season at Man United before injury ended his season and inadvertently led to his second season being a write-off. Sofia Amrabat, go. Amrabat, 27, looked like a world beater at the Qatar World Cup with Morocco.
But H has had an underwhelming season in England and his loan spell will almost certainly not be made permanent. Casemiro, go. An alarming physical decline has seen him turn from key star to burden.
If a club is willing to buy the 32-year-old, who has 2 more years on his contract, then United should snatch their hand off. Christian Eriksen, go. Eriksen proved a useful asset and Ineos should look to bring in another player with similar traits, but frankly his legs have looked gone towards the end of this season.
Kobbie Mainoo, stay. The first of the so-called untouchables, Mainoo has been a rare glimmer of hope in the Red Devils' midfield this season. Mason Mount, stay. Mount can be given the benefit of the doubt until summer 2025, at least after a debut season riddled with injury.
Scott McTominay, stay. McTominay, 27, has proven himself to be a brilliant plan B off the bench this season, and that is exactly why Ineos should look to keep him. Bruno Fernandes, stay. Man Utd's best player since his arrival just over 4 years ago, Fernandes, 29, remains second to none when it comes to creating chances while his tenacity boosts those around him.
Antony, go. There's a case to argue that Antony may be the worst pound-for-pound signing in Premier League history. Despite some memorable moments, he simply isn't Man United quality. Anthony Martial, go. Ultimately Martial needs to be let go when his deal runs out this summer after an appalling injury record of late.
Marcus Rashford, stay. As easy as it would be to say Rashford should leave the club this summer, it is difficult to look at the market and find many available players capable of scoring 30 goals a season. Alejandro Garnacho, stay. Another third of the untouchables trio, Garnacho has made the right wing his own since coming into it.
H is a raw talent but has shown he has the quality to improve. Rasmus Højlund, stay. A slow burner in his first Man United season, the 21-year-old has often been starved of supply, which has led to him being unable to get the goals his movement and unselfish play often merits. Amad Diallo, stay. In the fleeting moments he has been on the pitch for Man United this season, Diallo has looked dangerous and exciting.
He should be given a chance to flourish with some proper chances in the first team across a whole season.